Most YouTubers play Yu-Gi-Oh, but with a twist. Me? I play with none. Welcome to Just Playing with Yu-Gi-Oh.
Yo, what is up, guys? Sindel Prince here, with the first episode of Just Playing Yu-Gi-Oh. I just wanted to make this series just because a lot of YouTubers these days are really making all these like playing Yu-Gi-Oh but with a twist kind of videos. But at this point, not many people just play Yu-Gi-Oh. Today I just want to showcase a deck that I've been working on, and feel free to leave suggestions in the comments down below. Since it's not done yet, although it might look, I guess the start would be a sideboard, wouldn't it? But this is my version of 3-Axis, which is the deck that typically aims to leverage level 3 monsters to obtain lots of bodies to summon stuff. This is an interesting twist on it. As you can see, there's a Penguin Soldier in the deck, as well as a Penguin Brave. It is also 60 cards. Two things you don't see often, but pretty much we're just using the good stuff like Adventure Engine, we're on the Punk Engine with Emergency Teleport to produce some synchros and an extra negate in, where is he? The Griffin Rider. It's pretty standard. I can do a few test hands and maybe we can go on ladder and see what this deck has to do. So guys, this is just an example of perhaps a test hand to this deck. Just a couple of good level 3 monsters, maybe potential access to a Punk Engine, maybe a hand trap, which we're playing mostly just one of, except for Ogre, because it's an emergency teleport target. But let's just see where this goes. So we're going to start our turn off by normal summoning the Carboneted. He has an effect when he's in his grave that we can read together. We got an Almirage now. We can use the effect of our Carboneted to banish it, to summon any level 7 or lower normal dragon from our deck. And it's going to set its attack or something like that to 0. Doesn't really matter. Or it summons it in defense position, something like that. We're going to summon our Galaxy Serpent here, which is just a Dragon Tuner. Galaxy Serpent just happens to be one of the best ones for this deck, but I'm sure that there's other Dragon Tuners that you can use. It's also a light, sometimes matters. But yeah, we can then link these guys off into a copy of Halka Fiber X, which is pretty boring, I know, but you know. So we'll use Halk's effect, and we'll search our deck for a copy of the Red Rose Dragon. So we're just going to summon out our Red Rose Dragon. It was a pretty cool effect when she's sent to the grave as synchro material. You get to just summon a Rose Dragon from your deck, which is pretty cool. Then we'll use this Gillosaurus that we have, which is we can just special summon it from our hand, and our opponent gets to summon a monster from their graveyard, but if we're going first, that doesn't matter. The reason we're playing this is because we're on 3 copies of Fossil Dig in the deck, which can search our Carbonetum, which can start this combo, and it's just an extender if we already have him. We'll synchro summon at this juncture. And we'll make a copy of our Penguin Brave. Here we'll use the effect of Penguin Brave. We'll get the Penguin Soldier out of our deck, and we'll also use the Red Rose here, but we'll stack it so we get the Penguin first, because no one wants to Ash Blossom the set of the Penguin. And then this Red Rose is going to summon this Rocks Rose, which is going to trigger on special summon to add a card that lists Black Rose Dragon in its text, except another copy of itself. Here we'll add the Basil Road Shoot, which is effectively just Monster Reborn. And then we will activate our Basil Road Shoot. We'll summon our Rose Dragon, but we're just going to... Oh, this was actually bad zone placement on you. I'm just going to move that over for testing purposes. And we're going to summon a copy of Artifact Dagda, which is pretty cool because this is just a pretty standard end board. We have 3 cards in hand. One of them is effectively negate. And you can continue tinkering with us, but for the purpose of simplicity, this is just a very simple end board. that on your opponent's turn, you could banish Hulk and chain the Dagda. Dagda will set a Scythe, and with your Hulk, you can summon out TG Wonder Magician, which is going to pop your own Scythe, which you can summon, and then huzzah. If they happen to somehow like negate your Dagda or destroy it, say with like an impermanence, you can always use this Wonder Magician to pop. And in the extra deck, we have plenty of space for just like extra stuff like this Charged Warrior, this Coral Dragon, even Borreload and these Nightmares are not like very needed cards for the deck. However, you can swap them out for a different Synchro Tuner if you need to. And then you also have the Penguin Brave, which can always flip up your Penguin Soldier to bounce 2. So it's not a bad starting combo for the deck. Just an interesting showcase of my quote-unquote Penguin deck. And this was just like without the Adventure Engine too, which both the Adventure Engine doubles as both extenders as a level 4 and a level 7 monster, as well as potentially a negate plus a bounce if you're going second. So that's just a showcase of this deck. Maybe we can go in a test game. So we got an opponent here. We've now lost the rock, paper, scissors. They're going to allow us to go first anyway. Okay. Standby, main phase. This hand has some options. Prosperity, it's got a tour guide line. So Prosby. I guess I'll show you what I usually like to banish. It'll be the Nightmares, Charged Warrior, Dong Dragster, Coral Dragon, and it'll actually be Borreload, I think, in this situation. They're going to allow it. See what we hit here. All right, not the best. We'll pick up the Enchantress, though, because that's a phenomenal way to begin. So we're going to put all of these to the bottom. Then we will activate our Enchantress. He's going to Ass Blossom. Okay, well, that's fine. So now we can normal summon our Tour Guide and use the effect. And we're going to summon a Sangan from our deck. It's crazy. Then we're going to link summon into this copy of Cherubini here. And we're going to trigger the Sangan. It's going to allow us to search for any monster 1500 or less attack from my deck to the hand, but it has a weird restriction. However, Crusadia Arborea will get around that restriction, being able to just summon it from the hand. I'm going to activate Cherubini here. I will target himself as cost. And as cost, you get to just send something to the grave. This will be the Carboneton. So this is a tip for everybody. Never say that line, because it means now I can style on him. I don't think I was going to, but I can now. So we're going to summon this Arborea here. And I think I'm actually going to use the Carboneton right now to summon the Galaxy Serpent, since the Galaxy Serpent is a worse level tuner. So if I can find it, that is. There. To summon our tuner, we'll then link into Hulk. Well, Hulk. So this is where things can get a little complicated now, since we have lots of tuners and we need to generate non-tuners. And this is why having those extenders is sometimes pretty important. I think in this case, we're just going to grab something pretty generic. We'll just grab like this Ogre here. And then we're just going to end on the artifact Dagda here, since not much else we can do. Because we drew mostly starters. And we'll pass the turn. And then during the main phase, we have this Christian Halka-Fibrax interruption. Well, that's unfortunate. So that means they're probably playing something that involves probably like an OTK strategy, considering they also let us go second. This could be really bad. Really, really bad. Oh, he's on the plunder. Okay. I've never read these cards in my life, but it's unfortunate that Slumber is a pretty good card against our very basic end board. If you hadn't ashed the right, then could have ended on a couple extra negates in the form of Baron and other friends, but that won't just be happening. All right, well, he's got Xyz, and then he's just going to get rid of our Kaiju. Okay. Discarded a triple tack. That's a pretty good card. All right, Black Eyes. That's fine. What is also pretty unfortunate, though, is that next turn we're not going to have much follow. I mean, we're going to have the Zeomin, send the Carbonet in, because it's just dead at this point. Everything is bad. Yep, that's fine. Because we still have some cards in extra deck. I mean, we still have some synchros, but one thing that this deck struggles about is the clap back after all that, because normally you just have your stuff face up still, but we in fact don't. So we're probably going to have to go for a Baron line. Emblem. Yeah, that's pretty good. So he's just going to go battle. He's going to attack me for 16. It's fine. 3K. And I believe this is just 15. Okay. That's all fine. All fine and dandy. So we're going to draw. We're going to stand by. We're going to main phase. All right, so he has a quick effect banish. That's what we're working with right now. Let's just hope that he doesn't touch this. I'm going to normal summon. I'm going to use the effect. Pay 600. Oh. On summon. Okay. Target what? Target a effect monster. Oh, okay. Fuck. What does this do? Summon a Punder. Okay. Can I use the effect now? I'll pay 600. It's going to allow this. Okay. Well, I can always just negate this Foxy too. It's fine. We'll use attempt to use rather Foxy's effect. He's gonna allow it. Wow. We're gonna summon our Deer Note. Is that fine? I'm gonna sync now. I'm gonna go Chaotic Ruler. So we'll go Chainlink 1 and Chainlink 2. Okay. So get to mill 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We're gonna pick up an Ogre. Alright. So now with this Ogre, we can think here. Lots of options. We'll sync. Go into a Baron. Let's see what he does to Baron. Doesn't view my graveyard. I mean, Oh, wait. That, in fact, does not work. Now I look like an idiot, but it's okay. Well, go battle phase. Attempt to smack over his ship. Just see where this goes. It's going to take 15. All right. Well, still alive, but those are famous last words. All right, stay my main. Black eyes. Yep. It's completely fine. Now you can synchro. Alright, link summon. He's gonna go battle phase. Oh, he's just gonna crash. Okay. That's unfun. But that is the game. Good game. Well, that is pretty bad showing, or first showing, of the 3-access deck, but there's always room for improvement. I guess we could start with finding a Synchro 10 or 11 that I'd like to make. Let's see if there's anything perhaps like worth making. So there probably isn't, but we can take a look. What's this thing do? Synchro summon number. Wow, it's actually not too shabby. All right. Well, we'll cut Charge Warrior here probably for the Amazing Dragon, since this is level 11 that we can make. Yeah, but I think that'll conclude the first episode of Just Playing Yu-Gi-Oh! I hope you guys enjoyed, because if you didn't, that would be pretty bad. And I'll see you guys next time.